Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Kerberg, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum Instruction Assessment, and I am pleased to have with me today Jane Erdenberger, North High School, as well as Bridget Donovan, Rose Hill Elementary. Our two teachers next to me have been working with Curriculum Instruction Assessment on a district-wide lesson plan committee, and we are pleased to be providing two things: both an update about what we're doing with lesson planning, as well as some good news about a new simplified checklist, as well as a scoring guide. But first, the update. We're embarking on a pilot with 15 schools to look at learning management systems. It'll be done at the elementary, middle, and high school levels. We have dozens of teachers giving us input on what works best in terms of that tool for managing your classroom, because Angel, our previous curriculum repository, is something that's going away, and we're able to introduce a new state-of-the-art tool that will be used next year. Now, I mention that in regards to our lesson plan pilot because one of the features of our new learning management system is going to be a fully automated drop-down menu that is web-based for lesson plan templates. So as a result, we see no point in using for all teachers the district-wide templates this school year and then switching next year. Rather, next year, when we have the automated system in place, we'll all be using those district templates because of the features they provide us. However, for teachers brand new to our district, not yet tenured, you'll still be using the district-wide templates. But for all of our other staff, we're going to wait one more year so that we're in sync with our technology.
The insight and guidance from this teacher committee has been helpful and invaluable as we work to ensure that we are using best practices while at the same time simplifying the lesson plan review practice into a met or not met scoring guide with a checklist instead of a rubric with proficiency levels.
The Lesson Plan Committee has revised the lesson plan checklist and the lesson plan rubric. These new documents should make the writing of lesson plans easier for teachers and the review of those plans more efficient for building leaders. We know that having lesson plans is the key to being prepared and organized for instruction. Our goal by simplifying the review forms was to make sure the necessary instructional components were in the lesson, while at the same time reducing the amount of time some teachers felt they needed to spend writing overly detailed plans in order to score at the highest proficiency level on the old lesson plan rubric.
As we all know, it is the quality of the lesson delivery that matters most. I have watched peak performing teachers beautifully transfer that content, that knowledge to a group of students, and they've used perhaps a parsed lesson plan with simple bullets. They've used sketchy notes, and it has been a masterful lesson that has translated into the students through high engagement. So our point is, it is not the writing of the lesson plan that determines the instructional delivery. It is the teacher in the classroom. We want to make sure that every teacher is prepared every day with a lesson plan, but what matters most is how it's delivered, not lengthy, long, scripted lesson plans. So we're going to talk about next steps in making this come to fruition.
Number 1. Teachers continue to use the lesson planning product of their choice, provided it contains the 7 components of lesson planning in OPS: Anticipatory Set, Objective Learning Goal, Modeled, Shared, Guided, Independent, and Summary. Number 2, all new teachers who are not yet tenured and teachers who are on a plan of assistance are the only staff required to use one of the district lesson plan templates.
3. Use of short fragments or bulleted statements may be written into lesson plans as appropriate. The focus should remain on the design of high-quality instruction with descriptive feedback, not the writing of a long scripted lesson plan. It is the quality of instruction that has the most significant impact on achievement. 4. When using pre-developed lesson plans in our district-approved and adopted curriculum resources in grades K through 6, such as Storytown, Journeys, or Go Math, it is appropriate to cite a page number for a part of the lesson plan as opposed to retyping that adopted curriculum resource with the identical content into a lesson plan form. Still, all 7 required lesson plan components must be evident.
5. Distribution of the revised, met, not met lesson plan scoring guide and the lesson plan checklist is being provided via email to all building principals and program directors with a request to have these forms also posted in building conferences for teachers to review.
Number 6, lesson plan review remains as originally stated during the mid-1970s in the OPS Practices and Procedures Handbook. Lesson plans are required and should be outlined at least 1 week in advance. Plans may be requested at any time by the principal.
The Omaha Public Schools is on the move. We have a new strategic plan. We're heading in a direction that after 3 years, we can say we're getting results. In fact, we are up in our state test exams on NISA in reading, in math, in science, and in writing. That doesn't happen by happenstance. It's because our hardworking teachers and principals, we're focused on one thing, our academic action plan. And that relentless focus for excellence means we're using graduate release, we're embedding literacy and numeracy strategies, we have consistent procedures and routines, an abundance of coaching, as well as support through our assessment and diagnostics. You package that together, and the results are golden. In fact, literally golden. This year in our School Excellence Awards, we have 16 schools that are Gold Award winners. We have 22 schools that are Silver Award winners. Our numbers are increasing because our performance is on the way up. Lesson planning is one part of that. But the big difference and the change is what we're doing in the classroom. As we move from good to great and we engage kids at a higher level, that means we'll have 100% of our students 100% of the time engaged and learning, giving us the difference in our achievement scores. Every day, every student prepared for success. Thank you. You're making the difference for the Omaha Public Schools, and we know the future is bright.